Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we study scriptures like Bhagavad Gita or any text, the method of study and presentation of the thoughts is unique. It is unlike the material sciences. Those who are engaged in studying objectively, particularly scientific minded people, they become academic while they study the scriptures. And those who become academic, they get a degree and one increment in their salary. They never get Paramatma. About this, I'll tell you one of my experience. How we get academic while studying the scriptures. This happened in USA only. Somewhere, I was invited for lunch. That is one of my professional hazards. So, after going there, they should give me food. Swamiji, please talk on Gita. I say, hey, you have called me for lunch, not for talking. Then they introduce Mr. So and so, he has come from India. Last 6 months he has been teaching us Gita. I said, okay, let me hear from him. No. We are hearing him every day. We want you come once in a while. So I had no choice. So that elderly gentleman said, okay, talk on second chapter of Gita. Like, examination. I said, all right. And I finished second chapter in 1 hour. Now, I said, now give me food. Again, question answers. I said, I have no questions and no answers. Again, the old man said, at least one question you should answer. I said, okay. Now question. How many verses are attributed to Dhritarashtra, Sanjay, Arjun and Bhagwan Sri Krishna? After studying Bhagavad Gita, teaching Bhagavad Gita, this is the question. But I have my gurus in your children. Many people have got, those who are poor, they have got only one lungi. I am very rich. So also I got many gurus. And the biggest source of guru I have in USA, NRI children. From them I have learnt it. Like in case of your Gayatri Mantra, you have to add first. Om, Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha, they are called Vyavritis. Without you adding them, it is not complete. So also you ask any NRI child here, hey, what do you propose to study? A, U, E, Om, Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha, A, U, E. I don't know. It is such a powerful answer. Immediately when he asked me, I told him, I don't know. How come you don't know? I said, there is no reason for not knowing. Not knowing is the reason. He said, no, please stay. I said, okay, listen. Only one verse attributed to Dhritarashtra. And I said, I'll tell you further. After listening whole Bhagavad Gita by Dhritarashtra, nowhere there is any mention what happened to Dhritarashtra after listening Gita. Because nothing happened. He could not get the message. Then, now I go directly to Krishna. I said, there is not a single verse which is attributed to Bhagwan Sri Krishna. He nearly jumped out of his skin. Wow, how can you say that? I said, show me your Gita book. Which is the Gita book? He immediately took out one Gita book. See, show where it is. Everywhere it is written, Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Where it is mentioned, Sri Bhagavan Krishna Vacha. Bhagavan could be anybody. Bhagavan Ram, Bhagavan Shiva. Do you know in Hindi cinema there is to be an actor Bhagavan? Anybody Bhagavan, Bhagavan Sri Krishna Vacha. Friends, when we look at the thing, we look at the thing. But when we look at a mirror, we don't look at the mirror. We look in the mirror. And in the mirror, we don't look at the reflection or pratibimba. We look at ourselves. This is the difference in studying objectively sciences and Bhagavad Gita or any scripture. See, if this basic thing is not understood, then we may be erudite scholars. We may be able to confuse people more effectively. But it has nothing to do with spiritual life. See, everything that is told, like for example, Kathopanishad. In Kathopanishad, Nachiket goes to Lord Yama. So when I was teaching, I told the first day, I said, look here, if you ask me this question, or if this question comes to your mind, how Nachiket went to Lord Death, then my answer is, study once more. If again the same question comes, again, study once more, till you stop asking this question. See, friends, like we have abbreviated language, isn't it? Like OTG. You know OTG? All outdated people, Americans. It's a pen drive which is called as on the go. See? So OTG. Similarly, if you want to know who is an ideal seeker of truth, so are you going to write pages together or what? So there is an abbreviation, Nachiket. Then you study who is Nachiket. And after you get the complete understanding about what a seeker is, thereafter you don't have to every time write so many pages. Be like Nachiket. This is the technique scriptures deliver the subtle thoughts. See, friends, when this is not understood, we get lost. Shabda jalam maharanyam chitta brahmana karana. Get lost. And therefore our scriptures tell, Tad vijnanartham gurumeva vigachet samitpanihi shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Bhagavad Gita also tells, Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Guru Maharaj ko sevaya ki kheer khilao. Upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. And which guru? There are two types of gurus. One are the Shrotriya Brahmanishta, those who belong to the Acharya Parampara. And the second one are the Siddha Mahatmas. Siddha Mahatmas create situation and make you learn. Therefore, in the Siddha Parampara, you don't get crowds, one to one. Gahani Nath Maharaj had one disciple, Nivritti Nath Maharaj. Nivritti Nath Maharaj has one disciple, Dhaneshwara. It's not the crowds. And Dhaneshwar Maharaj never gave Diksha one to one. He only propagated the path of devotion for the masses. Therefore, on that path, those who are walking this Siddha Marga, they are totally different. They create situation and they don't belong to our category. There are three types of lives. One is Adi Bhautik, Martya Lok. You and me belong to that. We have to ascend to the divinity. The Siddha Mahatmas are descending God on earth. See the difference? And therefore, right from birth, they have got all the divine powers. See? If you take any great master, Shirdi Sai Baba, Sripada Vallabha, then Nrsimha Saraswati, then Akkalkot Maharaj, what is their pedigree? See, take few more examples. Machindranath Maharaj, he was born out of the egg of a fish. Gorakshanath Maharaj, he was born out of a cow dung. Do you mean that it is all bluff? No. That is beyond our perception. Life is not only what we see here. Like, in the computers, we have got, suppose you take any Photoshop and you want to change many things. So the figure remains the same. Layer 1 eyes, layer 2 nose, layer 3 lips. And then you can correct whatever you want. But layers cannot be seen by our naked eye. Exactly the same way, life exists at different subtle layers, which we will not understand. See, friends. And therefore, to go to such Mahatmas, we get the benefit. They can fulfill all our desires. And when our desires are getting fulfilled, we forget about God. There used to be a great master in near Bombay, Nityananda Baba. He was a great master. His birth also is unknown. So, he became frustrated toward the end of his life. And frustration was what? He used to speak in Hindi or Kannada. Hindi used to say, मैं यहाँ हीरे बेचने को बैठा हूं, लोग आके हिंग मांगते हैं. See, friends, who wants the truth? Therefore, real spiritual life begins for you and me when we rise above the desire fulfillments. Therefore, there are 4 places where people gather. One place is the entertainments. Let any Bollywood, Hollywood, Collywood, Dollywood fellow come. Huge crowds. Then the second, hospitals. You don't get any invitation. You automatically reach there. In Goa, I think Madgaon probably, there is a very big hospital. And exactly opposite that hospital, there is a graveyard. Yad gatva nani vartate tad dhama paramam. The third place is the temples. They go to temple never for the sake of the Lord. Therefore, you have seen all our gods, they have got this mudra. This is enough. Kitna magoge? If you don't listen, then give one. So 3 places. Entertainment, then hospitals, and then temples. The 4th place, gym. There are 20 machines available, 24/7 facility. Yet all the machines are waiting. Arey koi to aao. How many people go to gym? Now who goes to gym? Those who are healthy and want to maintain the health. Our satsanga falls in the 4th category. Swamiji, what will happen if I study Gita? Nothing will happen. Neither to Gita nor to you. What will happen? Such kind of Bhagavan says in 2nd chapter, Shruti vipratipannate yada sasyate nischala samadha vachala buddhi tada yogam avapsasi. You have heard so much of things, your mind is totally confused. And till such time the confusion is not over, you keep on struggling. See? Therefore, if we really want to walk spiritual path, we should mean business. And what is the business? freedom from desires. According to Bhagavad Gita, what is meditation? Meditation is not silent suffering collectively in darkness. Many places you go and see, they have got a crash course in meditation. You get crushed in that. And then they'll say, switch off the lights. Now, why switch off the lights in meditation? Is it something bad thing you are doing to do in darkness? See? Therefore, meditation, etc., according to Bhagavad Gita, prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmannevatmana tushtaha sitabrajnastadocchate. When we lead a life not under the pressure of desires, but under the fulfillment of joy. There are two places where the waters move. One is the river. Second is the ocean. The movement of the waters in the river is a compulsion for the river to reach the destination. And the movement of the waters in the ocean is fulfillment. Ananda che dohi ananda taranga. So is our life like a river? Struggle, struggle, struggle? Or is it like the ocean? Nothing to achieve in this world, only to give, give, give. And who can give happiness to this world? Who has got peanuts in the pocket cannot distribute chocolates? See, my friends, therefore, what is necessary is we have to change our standpoint in life. There are two types of people asking questions, elderly people and children or youngsters. Elderly people don't ask questions. They have complaints. He doesn't listen, she doesn't listen. What should I do? These people get married and trouble us. Who asked you to get married? See? So in one college, 10, 11 standard students, I finished my talk in Bits Pilani. And I addressed the youngsters. After that was over, I told, I am entertaining only the students. Nobody should ask any question. And yet one oldie got up. Swami, I got a question. I said, please sit down. I'm sorry. I'm addressing the students. He got angry and went away. After the talk, I went to the principal's room, requested him to come. And then I said, sir, I extend profuse apologies. I did not answer your question. He was already boiling. You didn't know, even didn't allow me to talk. I said, I knew your question. What was my question? Examination. I said, your question was, what happens after death? How do you know? I said, from your face. One oldie, 80 not out, with his grandson, 5, 6 years, they went and sitting near a lake, big lake, and the child was full of life. He had carried something to feed to the fish. He put his feet in the waters and playing and putting something, the fish coming in, all that. And he is 80 not out, sitting grave. And he said, when he saw the child playing and all that, Beta, one day we all have to die. The child said, rest of the days we can live, is it not? We are here for living, not for dying. See? So I told that old teacher, what happens after death? I said, first, when you are alive, nothing has happened. What can happen after death? When we are not in this world, nothing was lacking. When we leave this world, nothing will be lacking. If you don't trust me, try. See, friends, how important it is. So I told him, please, when you die, um, we'll burn you. If you are a Hindu, of course I am a Hindu. Then I said, we'll burn you. He thought we are burning him alive. He said, no, 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 no. Okay, next. Don't die on Sunday. There will be a holiday for the school. No. What happens to the soul after we die? Go to Goa and have soul curry. You'll enjoy. See? Then I told him, please tell what is the subject you are teaching, sir? So I'll talk in your language. Khaga hi jane khaga ki bhasha. I am teaching physics. So very good. You made my difficulty very simple. Then I asked him, when the bulb becomes fuse, where the light goes, there you will go after death. Tell me. This sounds simple, but if you contemplate on that, you will come to know. Bulbs are many, light is one. When one bulb becomes fuse, nothing happens either to the light or to the electricity. Because light is not individuality. Light is a manifestation. Light is not a vyakti, it is abhivyakti. But this abhivyakti is mistaken as vyakti. And this vyakti has no existence. See? Then who is miserable? This vyakti. See, friends, we have to change our vision of life. One day, one girl came to my place in Mumbai and she said, Swamiji, my mom has asked me to talk to you. I said, start there. He said, you know that I am divorced. I said, yes, I know. I came for your marriage. I bless your son also, named him also, but I could not come for your divorce function. We must tell the truth. No? Then she said, there was some function in our house. And my mother told that this function is meant only for those who are married girls, Saubhagyavati. I don't know what kind of functions ladies have. I know confusion is one common factor. So she told, go away and come after the function is over, maybe about 9, 10 o'clock. You can't stay for the function. So I was arguing with her, why? But he is not dead, he is still there. Don't argue with me. Go and ask your Swamiji. So she came. Then, Swamiji, tell me. I said, look here. I have studied all the 4 Vedas. Nowhere this question is discussed. After divorce, the girl is vidva or sadhva. After divorce, is the girl widow or not widow? When divorce happens, who dies? And who divorces? The wife. And where she has gone? And who is suffering life? It is the mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, in-law, outlaw. These are all non-existing entities. They are suffering life. Change your focal length. How to change the focal length is the message of Bhagavad Gita. See, my friends, otherwise the whole life, kurute ganga sagar gamanam vrata paripalanam athava danam jnana vihina sarvamatena bhajatina muktim janmashatena bhaja govindam bhaja govindam. One extreme. Other extreme, tapasya. Agre vanni prushte bhanu ratro chubuk samarpita janu. Do lot of tapasya. I don't eat anything for 1 month during the whole day. But then how come you are bloating? At night I eat. Whom are we cheating? See? Or else, wait, abhi kya spirituality? Now, abhi to hum jawan hai. Then, angam galitam palitam mundam dashan vihinam jatam tundam vruddho yati gruhitva dandam tadapi na munchati asha pindam. I want this, I want that. Hare Ram, 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 Ram. See, friends, therefore, the most important thing is, instead of suffering in life, first of all, focus your attention on who is suffering. At the root of every single thought, there is somebody sitting. Without a somebody, there cannot be a thought. It's a rule. See, friends, the other day, somebody asked me here only a question. Swamiji, why you people in Gujarat, Maharashtra, write like, our Mahatma Gandhi? What was his name? M.K. Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. What is Karamchand? Oh, that is his father's name. What you call here middle name. Father. Why not mother's name? I said, because they knew the father. When you don't know the father, what else can you do? And then I asked him, I said, look here, earth is the same. In the same earth, we bow the mango seed, then let us say chili seeds or tomato seeds. And when the trees or plants come out, do we call they are the earth trees? It is a mango tree coming from the same earth. It is a chili plant coming from the same. From the seed only the things grow. The seed is somebody. In the 15th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha vedaischa sarvai ahameva vedyaha sarvaihi vedaihi. The purpose of all the scriptural studies, aham eva vedya. Who is this I? Vedya, worthy of knowing. See, don't get lost in what somebody has said. He has said like this, he has said, what do you have to say? I have to say nothing. Don't compare the commentaries. It has to be subjective. And when you start becoming subjective, one new chapter will be inaugurated in your life. And the new chapter is, every experience will be your guru if you start learning from that experience. In Kaivalya Upanishad, the student asked the question to the teacher. Adihi Bhagavan Brahma Vidyam Varishtham Sada Sadbihi Sevyamanam Nigudham Yaya Chira Sarva Papam Vyapoya Parat Param Purusham Yati Divyam. Hey Guru Maharaj, tell me, teach me Brahma Vidya, which is the most sought after by all the wise people. Teach me. Guru Maharaj washes his hands. Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yoga Davaihi. You get it. I can't teach you. Friends, in the process of teaching and learning, learning is important, not teaching. See, I have a friend, myself, his wife is 2 or 3 years child, and we went to swim in a swimming pool. I know swimming, so I changed and jumped. His wife knows swimming, she jumped. And a small baby, 3 years, knew swimming. She came. And we are nicely playing with the child. I said, hey, Mahatma ji, you come. No, no, Swamiji, I don't want to come. The wife told, Swamiji, he doesn't know swimming. I said, hey, why don't you? Swamiji, I tried my best. I just can't swim. Now, how can you teach somebody swimming? Tell me. Like, can you teach rhythm? You cannot teach rhythm. You must have seen there are some people, the descendants of Aurangzeb. When some bhajan kirtan is going on, they give you the talam exactly at the wrong time. And how they do, I am still surprised. Bhagwan's unique creation. You cannot teach. You have to learn. And for learning, every experience of our life is our guru provided. Take every experience as our spiritual examination. And in examination, you will have difficulties. Otherwise, like a child, they were taught by the teacher. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 11 plus 11, 22, etc. And when the homework was given, one student didn't do. You did? No. Why? Ma'am, you did simple. 1 plus 1 2 is equal to 2. You told us 7 plus 9. There are not so many fingers. How can I do? See, take every event of your life as a spiritual examination. See how it can change us. You all know the story of Tulsidas Ji Maharaj. He was born, no mother died immediately, nobody to look after him. He was brought up in an ashram, and there only he studied everything, became very erudite, and then he started having satsanga. And some person saw that he is a good boy for his daughter, got married. That was the first time he came in contact with a woman as a wife. Till then, not even brother, sister, auntie, uncle, nobody. And when this happened, one day when he came from his satsang, it was raining heavily and she was not at home. This happened in Varanasi. He could not wait. Like a Hindi cinema movie, he went this way, that way, and climbing a tree, got down in her room. तेरे लिए सात समंदर पार करके आया. She got so disgusted and shouted at him, are you not ashamed? For this wretched body made of bones and muscles and carrying nothing but dirt and filth, you are so mad? If you are that much mad for Rama, he will reveal to you. From that event, an ordinary Katha Vachak became a Tulasidas. What we become? Devadas. Take every examination, every experience of your life as an examination. Exactly this is what Bhagwan Krishna did in Bhagavad Gita. Friends, difficulties and confusions, they are like the vaccines. What vaccines do? It is an introduction of the germs to such an extent that they produce sufficient antibodies. And when the actual disease comes, they can fight with those germs. Exactly the difficulties and confusions. They are like the vaccines. They make you think. See? This is what Bhagwan Krishna did in Bhagavad Gita. It was clear to Arjun that he has gone on the battlefield for fighting the war. He has not gone there for a vacation. He knew it. But after having gone there, then what an arrogance. 2 points are most detrimental for any spiritual seeker. Point number 1, perpetual success in life. You may be able to sustain, stand, face failures. But perpetual success, when it starts coming, one cannot take it. See? And loses all balance. Therefore, 3 conditions. When you are extremely happy, don't promise. Dasharatha did. When you are so happy, because Kaikeyi helped him, and he, okay, I am so happy, ask me the boons, and suffered the whole Ramayana. So whenever you are happy, don't promise anything to your wife or husband, okay? Practical Bhagavad Gita. When you are angry, don't discuss anything. How simple. When you are confused, don't decide anything. Bhagwan Krishna created this situation for Arjuna. So Arjuna had one name, Vijay, because he never faced any defeat in his life. And when he came to the battlefield, he had that arrogance. Kair maya saha yodhavyam aspin rana samudyame. Like cricket match, they know who are the players. And Arjuna very much knew who are the people on both sides. And yet, as if he doesn't know. Let me see with whom I have to fight. As if you have got a choice. Ajao. See, that arrogance. And second thing, bitterness in life. See? He calls names to the Kauravas. And if we are simple, straight thinking, Pandavas were Kauravas themselves. Both of them belong to the Kuru Vamsha. But then differentiated happened. We are Pandava, they are Kauravas. Bye. See, when these 2 things happened, that time Bhagwan Krishna found this is the right time to hit and change the shape of this person. Then Bhagwan Krishna, with a smile on his face, took the chariot. Now, here he played the trick. He brought the chariot and he had a choice to place anywhere between the 2 armies. Just imagine, for the sake of imagination, had he taken the chariot in front of Duryodhan, Dushasan, will Arjun ever ask any question? But what Bhagwan Krishna did? Bhishma Drona Pramukataha Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam. Of all the warriors on the battlefield, he took the chariot in front of Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya. And after having taken there, he did not keep his mouth shut. Then he is not Krishna. Then he said, Pashayetan kurun partha samavetan. Arjun, hey Partha, see, you have to fight with your own nears and dears. And if, as if showed the finger, Dronacharya, your guru, Bhishmacharya, your dada. Ho jao. And the moment Arjun saw, he doesn't have to fight with the enemies. He has to fight with your nears and dears. Friends, fighting with the enemy is never an issue. Anybody can fight. But when nears and dears stand against us as enemies, what will you do? There was a Marwadi friend of mine. I went to his house for food. We were sitting for lunch. Then his wife said, Swamiji, you please teach my husband. He has spoiled our son. So I said, Amma, should I finish the food or... Then khana khane ke baad batao. So he said, Swamiji, come to our bedroom, I will show you what she tells me. He opened one store well. Those days, only 100 rupees notes were there, 500 were not there. See, it was packed with 100 rupees notes, bundles. He says, Haji, I trust you. See, yes. My son knows this. He comes and asks, Dad, 5,000 rupees. If I say no, He says, this is the correct number of the income tax officer, isn't it? Now you tell me, he is blackmailing me. Should I save my money or my son? I said money. Very good. See, friends, our real challenge is not outside. Who is our nearest and dearest, to whom we have to face in life, is our own mind. Everything happens only in the mind. Nothing happens to the body. Nothing happens to the world. Nothing happens to God. Nothing happens to I. Everything happens only in the mind. And manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam marga arjava. And if you find out what is the mind, there is no mind. See, this is only theoretical. We have to recognize this in our individual life. How I recognize, I'll tell you. It happened one day when my lecturer, somebody came, did namaskar. And when he touched my feet, my right toe, big toe, there was like a strawberry, something was growing red. So he asked me, Swamiji, what is this? I said, that is the wisdom toe. Average people have got wisdom tooth, I got wisdom toe. He said, Swamiji, it's not a joke, it is not good, you must get it operated. I said, okay, I'll get it. He said, no, I am a surgeon, I can do it. I said, okay. I went to his clinic, sat on a chair comfortably, put my leg on a stool. He gave local anesthesia. After 15 minutes, he said, are you feeling? I said, yes, I am feeling very sentimental. You are taking... No, not that way. Then what way? He was hitting the toe. I didn't have any feeling. He said, okay, now it is properly anesthetized. And then he said, now you can watch. And he was cutting my toe. I could see the blood oozing out. And he put this scalpel inside. Like we take out the ice cream by scoop. He took it out. And he said, Swami, you are lucky. Completely it has come out. And then he threw it and then took sutures and started stitching. I was seeing that. No pain. Because toe was in meditation. It was a chemical meditation. Then I said, oh, it's no painful. He said, okay, very good. After about an hour or so, when that local anesthesia went and mind entered there, then the pain started. That day I discovered this principle. Pain happens only to the mind. Now next place, important. We all take care of everything in our life. House, then color pattern, draperies, then food, organic food. The organic food is such a craze in this country. Organic water, Gomutra, organic water. Narayana. So, never mind. We take care of our calories, diet, very good. Take care of figure, wonderful. Take care of matching clothes, extremely good. Now tell me, what care we have taken till date about our mind? Because the thoughts come in our mind, that doesn't mean we are thinkers. If study of Bhagavad Gita will prompt us in working on the mind, then we are applying Bhagavad Gita subjectively in our life. Otherwise, like I am giving lecture, you will also start giving lecture. This is the simplest thing. But it must become part and parcel of our life. And why we are not able to do this? Only because of one reason. We are not convinced about the value of a controlled, perfect mind. We are not convinced. We don't have the value for that. We have been constantly reacting with the mind. For everything there is a reaction. Like we have value for money. No, has anybody ever said that earning money is difficult, therefore I am not going to earn? On the contrary, we find out our own techniques and earn as much as we can because we have got value for money. If we will have value for the peace of mind, balanced mind, cool mind, relaxed mind, cheerful mind, happy mind, then you will never allow your mind to be taken for a ride by any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Those who become disturbed and miserable because of others, they are the fools of the highest order. One day, one young boy on some airport, he met me, and same thing. Swamiji, how come you are here? I said, by default. I am your fan. I said, keep moving. No, I want to ask you a question. I said, yes, it's not your fault. I am a questionable personality. And you are doubtful. So ask. He asked, you are moving around the world, giving talks, so many places, but people don't change. Don't you feel disgusted? Like the parents feel disgusted because their children don't listen to them. So you are constantly moving and giving talks, but people don't change. Don't you feel bad? I said, am I mad or what? Why should I feel bad? I said, do you know the basics of life? The prayer of a doctor is, Sarve Bhavantu Rogina. If all will become healthy, where the doctor will go? As in the same way, our prayer is like that. Sarve Bhavantu Ajnanina. You suffer, we live on your suffering. See, friends, my talks do not change me. Will they change others? See, friends, why our children don't listen to us? Because our words do not carry the meaning. We simply say, we never mean it. When the words carry the meaning, then it has the impact in changing our all thinking process. See? Like suppose I write on a paper, stone, and throw towards that girl. So she will hold it. He won't get hurt. It is only a paper, ball. You read, oh, Swamiji wants a stone, put a stone in there. Word with the meaning. And word without the meaning. See, what a difference it makes. See, when we say, I love you, okay, thank you. Over. See, how the words without meaning, this I learned here. There was one lady, I call her born sweet. She is my sweetheart. She has this diabetes right from birth. So she is my sweetheart. And one day now she is in Australia. She was telling me, Swamiji, I'll tell you. First time when I went to USA, and I was going through the this toll. Those days you have to put some coins, no, like that. So when I was taking it, so that she asked me, hey, how are you? I switch off car and started telling, I came to America only 1 week before and behind a big queue. She said, okay, go ahead. No, I have not started even. So when she say, how are you? You don't have to reply. Go ahead. That's it. See, words must carry the meanings. And they can carry the meaning if you are sincere. See, but our dialogues are like the cinema dialogue. I love you, okay, delete. over in no time. So what Bhagavan Krishna did, created a situation in front of Arjun that you don't have to fight with the enemies outside. You have to fight the enemy within you. Now, who is our enemy? Our enemy is a bank account holder in a bank, ICICI. I see identity crisis. I see I am confused. That is what I am. Now, on the battlefield, who could you be? Somebody's disciple, somebody's grandson, somebody's brother, or a warrior. See, friends, I'll tell you one simplest spiritual practice and guarantee you will never do it. See the confidence. And the spiritual practice is this, very simple. Try to remain wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, 100%. You will live 24/7 in God. Because God is beyond time, space, and object. Now, I am talking to you, therefore, I am a speaker. Once I went in Calcutta or Bihar somewhere, and they introduced me. अब हमारे बीच में वक्ता आए हैं. वक्ता, वक्ता नहीं, वक्ता. क्योंकि in Bengal there is no व. Therefore, in Bengal nobody is worried. How simple it is. So now I am a Vakta and I had to talk to the topic, and this I can do only if I do not go away from this place, from this topic, till the talk is going on, then I am in tune with divine. Now this is Vakta. You are Shrota or Sota or Sarota. You find out? Huh? Not heard. I have been talking for last 53 minutes. How many minutes you have heard me? Huh? Even this is not heard. See, friends, spiritual practice is not something to be done outside. Like the other day, one person asked me, Swamiji, you travel so much, you don't get the jet lag and the time zone. I said, look here, jet is flying, why should I lag? And time zone, now be very attentive. You practice this, I tell you, so simple it is. Always remain wherever you are fully. Time and space, they go together. You land here in America and then think about, abhi India mein wahan 6 baje honge. Why you go to India? Now you are in America. Be here fully, 100%. Immediately, your mind will change. It's not some jadoo. The mind must be dictated. Whether we are ruling the mind or the mind is ruling us. Mind tells mood nahi hai, and okay nahi hai mood. Kahin nahi झापड़ लगाओ, nahi mood hai. Give yourself minimum choices, then see the life beautiful. More the choice you have got, more miserable you will be. Lesser the choice, less miserable. No choice, everything is fine. Like yesterday we had a nice dinner in somebody's house. So, after we finish our Brahmarpanam, then we have a common prayer. आज का भोजन बहुत, everybody has to say like that. बहुत अच्छा है. Before eating, when you say बहुत अच्छा है, with the same mouth you cannot complain. अच्छा अच्छा ये. Start with a positive thing. Life will completely change. But what happens? Like Arjun, he got confused. Whether he is a speaker or a listener, whether he is a warrior or whether he is a disciple or he is a grandson or he is a brother. And he himself tells. See? And another thing which all the um, educated, illiterate people do, they decide first and then start thinking. All the attorneys belong to this class. For example, this is just example. Suppose I committed something bad, murder. Then I will go to attorney and tell him that this is what I have done, save me. He said, okay, done. And then how he will start? My client is innocent. And he will teach me. See, when the other lawyer asks you, you act insane. Anything he asks you, you say, anything there. What's your name? Talk properly. And after all questions were done, then I will say, look here, my client is insane. He doesn't know what he is doing. Isn't it? Same thing. Finally, I am relieved. No more thing. When we go home, my the attorney says, my fees, Who are we? So, we decide first and then start thinking. What should be the right way of life? Think properly, then decide. We all have prejudice. We are unable to look at the world without the colored glasses. And this is a training we have given to ourselves. It has not happened suddenly, accidentally. We have given a training. See, there was a friend of mine. In the morning, 9 o'clock, I was sitting in his shop. And on the cash chair. And one person came with a this khadder kapra and one shabnam bag. My friend says, Swamiji, these people come early morning for asking donation. I am fed up with these people. Meanwhile, he came. He said, is this the shop of Mr. So-and-so? Yes. Is it the name of the person so-and-so? Yes. This is the phone number from Calcutta, from so-and-so. Please connect this number. He knew that, his friend's number. Talk to him. Talk. Now give it to me. Is it the same person to whom I have to give the 50 lakhs of check or a draft? Yes. Should I give it to him? Yes. You tell him that you have received. Yes, I have received. And then he was going, no, please come have a cup of tea. He said, no, I am in a hurry. Then I asked him, what for he had come? Our vision is so much bias. Even God comes in our life, we'll doubt. Kaisa aayega yaar itni jaldi? See, friend, this is a training we have given. Change your training. It can happen only if we are no more victims of biasness in our thinking. And this happens only because we have never worked on our mind. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna created this situation in front of Arjun. Now, why he created? Because you all know when the war took place, what was the age of Arjuna and Bhagavan Krishna? Do you know? Arjuna was 86 years of age and Bhagavan Krishna was 89 years of age. All the wars are fought by the oldies. And they tell, अपने बच्चों को क्या बूढ़ा problem है. All the problems in the world are created because of the oldies like me. See? Children are happily living. Old is have nothing to do, therefore create problems. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna thought, this fellow is with me for so many years. He never thought of something higher in life. One very important principle I'll tell you. You may like, you may not like, who cares? See, seeing God is not the ultimate of life. No. One or two examples I'll give you. In Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, the story comes that of Dhruva. You must have heard the story. So, when Dhruva was doing tapasya and standing on one leg and doing pranayam and compelled Narayana to come down. Narayana knew why this boy, hardly 5-6 years, troubling me. So he said, okay, cool down. Then he took his mobile, Shankha, and touched his thing. And he started speaking beautiful poetry and great prayer. After that was over, then Bhagwan said, I know what you have called me, tathastu. You will get the eternal place to stay, and he went away. Be attentive. The story goes, when this was told, Dhruva was not happy. Because there was one Bihari. And he was granted an interview by the President of America for 3 minutes. Ask anything and thy will be granted. So 3 minutes. Now, what should I ask? And he got one dibbi from his pocket. Chunwa hai kya? You got the opportunity to get anything you want. Similarly, Dhruva, he got the opportunity. What did he ask? A place to sit. And then life continues. When he was ruling, then his stepbrother Uttam, he was killed by the people in Badrinath, the Nishad. Then Dhruva became angry and he wanted to annihilate the whole clan. That time a saint, Manu Maharaj, comes and tells, you have had the vision of God. This is your behavior. People will say, seeing God creates this kind of characters. See, friends, you go to so many places, they call their Guru Bhagwan. It's good, you should call, no doubt. But then, if our life or behavior is not up to the mark, we bring bad name to our teacher. Therefore, don't bother for Guru. We have to change. And a change can happen only if we have understood the basic principle. Real spiritual life starts when we start working on our mind. And nobody can work on our mind. Even if somebody works, it will not last long. There was a great saint, during his sadhana period, he was explaining, he was doing the japa. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. But the mind will run here and there. So he went to one Siddha Mahatma. Maharaji, I tried to do, but the mind runs here and there. He said, why it will run? Now see after me. And then he said, now repeat after I say. Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. The young boy said, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Say 10 to 15 times. Now go, chant. And he continued chanting incessantly, not for a day or two, but 2 weeks. And then, now I can chant constantly without any disruption, and it stopped. Again, the worldly thoughts started coming. Again, he came back. Maharaj, for 2 weeks I could do it, but again the mind is running here and there. He said, you dumb, I was chanting through your mind. It is not a startup to borrow money and start something. You have to have your own. Borrowed wisdom doesn't last long. See, friends, we have to achieve that. Therefore, Yes, go to temple, do prayer, everything. But the impact of that must be on the mind. And a mind, such a mind, will have three qualities. It will be quiet. Quiet doesn't mean dumb. Quiet. Then alert and vigilant. Alert, it is 100% available. What is called Vyutpannamati, instantaneous expression. Nisargadatta Maharaj used to say that spontaneity is the sign of abidance in the truth. There is no preparation. How much spontaneous? When we open our eyes, how much time it takes for us to see the colors and forms? How much spontaneous when you stand in front of the mirror? How much time, efforts it takes for the mirror to reflect whatever comes in front? That's spontaneity. Because alert and vigilant. When we are interacting with the world, are we gathering garbage in the form of likes and dislikes on our mind? Or the quality of our mind is maintained as a mirror which reflects everything, rejects nothing, but retains nothing. That ability to keep the mind in tune, divine, is the real spiritual practice. And this is what Bhagavad Gita teaches us. Therefore, Arjuna's problem was basic problem, identity crisis. And he himself tells, Karpanya doshopaata svabhavaha pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yasreyasyad nishchitam bruhitan me shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. A karpanya dosha, because of a kupamandu grutti. Krupanata means thinking very small. All the time, what will I get? What will I get? Think about giving also in this world. Our whole life is what will I get? What will I get? See? Therefore, I have clouded my own nature. Therefore, dharma sammudha cheta. I don't know what is my dharma at this time. Like my dharma is to talk on the topic given to me, and your dharma is to listen, probably. See? We have come here from all the distances, all the difficulties, whatever you have come only for this purpose. If we have come for a purpose to be here for 1 hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if that 1 hour, 15 minutes we cannot be here 100%, can we live 24/7 throughout life? So when you are here, nobody other than the Shrota. When I am here, nobody else other than the Vakta. Then both of us are in a divine atmosphere. There is nothing to understand. Can you put this experience in words? This is trans mind experience. It is not like this, like that. And therefore, you cannot make a memory of this experience. Memories are possible only if their experience happens in mind. With this new vision, when we start living every day, we will be at peace with ourselves. And a person who is at peace with himself or herself is at peace with the whole world. A person who is at war with himself cannot be at peace with the world. This joy God is enjoying. How you know? By creating problem for us. I'll tell a small story to conclude. What is God's joy? One of my friend, his daughter now she is grown up, 26, 27. When she was 3 years old, she used to call me my Swami. If any other child comes to me, she will come and throw the child. Don't touch my Swami. Like that. So one day, uh, I told her, I said, hey, you have got two of them, mom and dad. I don't have anybody. Why don't you give me dad? You keep the mom. I'll take dad. And with her small hand, she covered her huge father. No, 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 don't take my father. I said, okay, keep dad with you. Give me mom. That caught hold of her mother and she says, yes, I'll go with Swamiji. And she started crying, crying so much. When she was crying, me, her mother and her father, we are not crying, we are enjoying. क्यों? थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, ये जीवन है. When the difficulties come in our life, don't think, hey, Krishna, Krishna, he will laugh, मजा आ गया. See, don't cry, don't complain, be calm. That is consciousness. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः